Welcome back to Storm Alley Wellness, part of Storm Alley Services and Stuff, week 5 of yoga. I did complete this practice on Thursday, but I haven't uploaded it yet because it wasn't a perfect practice. Go ahead and meet me at the top of your mat, and we will practice the sun salutation as usual by bringing our arms overhead and hands down to heart center with our first breath. With our second breath, we'll raise our hands back overhead and then come all the way down into our forward fold. We'll do one halfway lift with our inhale, exhale back to forward fold, and we'll do a second halfway lift with another inhale. And when we exhale, we will go all the way back into that chaturanga. If you can do a full plank, be my guest. I was feeling off balance this day. We'll inhale and exhale, down dog. You know the up dog, down dog by now. Take a few breaths, pedal out your feet, feel yourself grounding, feel your balance to the best of your ability. And then you'll inhale, bring your foot forward and come all the way up into crescent lunge. Exhale into that lunge. And then when you're exhaling again, you'll go back into downward dog. And we're going to come into the crescent lunge on the other leg, and here you're going to see that I was off balance this day. I wobble a bit here on the first crescent lunge on the right leg, but I still inhale all the way up. And we're going to exhale back down to downward dog. And you're going to see in our next flow that I was really very off balance this day. And it's okay if you're feeling off balance. What's important is that you keep at it. Never give up. We'll go down to a chaturanga here. And then exhale. Inhale to upward dog. We'll exhale back to downward dog. And we'll take as many breaths as you want here before we exhale to walk our feet all the way forward into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, arms reach overhead nice and high. Exhale, hands heart center. I was feeling a little bit worried at this point, but I pressed on. We're going to take as many breaths as you need to feel yourself grounded. Try and get your balance. Reach overhead on an inhale, and on the exhale, we'll go back into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale all the way down to the chaturanga. Try to keep your head lifted. Inhale, upward dog. You can take extra breaths anytime you need to in these positions. And we'll exhale to downward dog. I did not get 4 flows in this time. I got 3, and you'll see why here very soon as we go into our first crescent lunge for this flow with the inhale, exhaling into that stretch, inhaling again, and then exhaling to downward dog. My right side was just so off balance this day that here, as we inhale into this next crescent lunge, you will see it's okay. But I didn't make it all the way up this time. My balance was so bad that I didn't make it all the way up. Twice in a row I had to stand back up. And then I had to come back into it to try again. You might find that you need to do this if you're practicing with me, and that's okay. You can always pause a video if you need to get back to where we are. What's important is that you come back to it and you try again as long as you are able. If for any reason you're unable to get your balance back, you can stop your practice until you can feel better. In this case, I had to take a break. I went and I took a breather and came back for a third sun salutation. I'll go ahead and walk you through this third sun salutation. It'll be the final one for this practice. Take as many breaths as you need to feel yourself grounded, and then reach overhead and bring your hands to heart center. We'll reach overhead again and swan dive down into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come all the way down into that chaturanga. If you're pregnant like me, It's important to be on your knees for this. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back into downward dog. You can go as slow as you need to. Really feel the stretch in your legs here, your strength in your arms and hands. We're going to inhale into crescent lunge. Go as slow as you need to. Take as many extra breaths as you need to get there. Exhale into that lunge. Inhale again. Exhale back into downward dog. On our next inhale, we're going to go into crescent lunge on the other side. It's okay to take extra breaths. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down into that lunge. Take as many breaths as you need to really feel the stretch and strength here, and then we'll exhale into downward dog. Exhale down into a chaturanga. Inhale into upward dog. We'll exhale all the way back into downward dog. Take as many breaths as you need. And on a final exhale, walk those feet all the way forward into the forward fold at the head of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. It's okay to fall down and get back up again. Namaste.